Good day, everybody. How's life treating you? This is Very Mellow Man, and I'm welcoming you to our new series, Let's Play Telltale's Game of Thrones. Yeah, after Life is Strange, we're basically jumping into another episodic adventure game. What can I say? I'm a really huge fan of these. They're easy to play, they're easy to get invested into, they're easy to let's play. And more importantly, they feel pretty hilarious and dynamic. Now, this is another one I've already played before, so unfortunately, we won't be going in blind. But that's fine. Also, unfortunately, I have literally no experience whatsoever with the Game of Thrones franchise. Let's see if I can sign in. Actually, I don't want to do that on the middle of the, Yeah, no thanks. I'd probably do that off camera, but I don't want to risk. Okay, so just a thing about the title screen. The way this works is you get to see your rotating cast of playable characters who are available at the beginning of each episode. And up there is the burb telling you whether or not a new episode is available or not. Now, the season finale is available, so you just play. The Northerners will never forget. Why not? I do know the Dwarf Man. Oh, hey, Madar. So yeah, this week is going to be all Game of Thrones. You watch the show? I don't. I don't read the books either. For thousands of years, House Forrester has been loyal bannerman to House Stark. In the darkest reaches of the Wolf's War, they harvest the rare ironwood trees. Now the North has been ripped apart by war, and rival houses seek to claim Forrester ironwood for themselves. The fate of House Forrester hangs the balance. I do know this, though. The trout in the tower, the wolves dropped the fish and they all ran away. Well, I don't necessarily agree with it being a good game, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But we'll get to what I was going to talk about when we get to it.
The great Jaime Lannister, Kingslayer, oath brave.
So here's our first main character, Garrett Tuttle.
By the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
So, yeah, this gameplay style came out, I think, in between Telltale's, this came out before The Walking Dead Season 3. And I think even The Wolf Amongst Us.
It's faultless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy
so,
with blood and brains all
this
over
came out before Batman,
on.
the Telltale series, and The Wolf Among Us Season 1. So, the style of gameplay you see here for Telltale, where you have to use, context-sensitive quick-time events, I think this is the first game they made where they introduced that type of gameplay.
Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
In my opinion, most fantasy characters have British accents because medieval ages tend to be stereotyped as occurring somewhere around the trappings of Camelot and King Arthur lore. And King Arthur lore is popularly centered in Britain and Wales. It's either you do that or you go with Tolkien era inspiration stuff. So I think it's just pop culture bled stuff like that together.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him.
What's the truth?
Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
You got the call, huh?
And round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
And not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
Yeah, that's the Lord himself.
Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
That.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on.
It's your job.
All right, you know what?
I
Whatever.
don't take orders from you.
No, but you take orders from him. You idiot, you're his squire. Now fetch him some wine.
I think it did something wrong there.
Garrett. I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries.
Yeah, I could tell
His
that some.
honor is beyond
Well, actually,
reproach.
I'm really bad at
House
telling
Tully is
American
forever in
accents
his
apart.
debt. You've never seen a field
I'm not
plowed
really
so
an
well
accent type of
as
person.
the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
That's Telltale's video game engine. It's something you see across all their
Tonight
titles.
we celebrate.
The only exception, of course, being their Lego. I mean, their the only exception being their
To Robb
it?
Stark, the king in the north.
The king.
Their only exception being the was it? I was gonna say Lego, but no, that's not it. Minecraft. There we go. Yeah, Minecraft. That was what I was looking for.
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor.
We
Lead
march.
the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
The blood said we march.
To the Lannisters.
Aye!
Iron from ice!
Aye!
Look at all those memes. I've seen the Minecraft games. The story does not interest me at all.
I could not
I
be more
think it's
proud
one of the
of
most
man
shameful wastes of Patton
Not like
Oswalt's
this.
talent
Unsigned
that
for his
I've ever
courage
heard
at the
of.
bottom of their coats.
In general,
I'd
it's
rather
all
he would
like
hear.
I play the
Yes, my
game
lord.
solely so
Also
I
the
can have
question,
other stuff to talk
what's
about
to be done
while
with
playing
you?
it. At the very least, in my
Been
Let's
my
Plays, I
man
talk
for a
about the
while
game itself since I like it.
Something must be done.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer
But-
you? You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that.
Yeah, that's
There
true.
were those who had their doubts
It's-
when your uncle put forth your name as my squire.
Like,
You've erased those doubts
it looks like you don't
entirely.
have to worry
would
too
be an
much
honor
about it,
to
so
see
you can
riding
just
by Roderick's side
chill
in
out
the
and do other
vanguard
stuff.
tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester.
Yay, Garrett, you get
It's
to be a
well
knight.
deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell. Squire, fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand?
More, yeah.
Come on. Make it up to you.
All right, no problem. I'll do it.
Yeah,
Sure.
no problem.
I
I've
feel
been a squire longer than you, so I outrank you. You should help me.
what, dude? I just said it wouldn't be a problem. What's your deal? God.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
Eh.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much
What
worse.
the fuck do you know about it?
Nothing is worse than Norin.
See, that's why you're lucky. Low
I like that it's not.
expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor
I
in
think
the
there's
Seven
a
Kingdoms.
massive.
I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Nah.
Don't get angry with me. We're no different, you and I.
Aye.
Yeah,
but I'm not the
dude,
son
you're
of a pig
literally.
farmer. My father had dignity.
Oh yeah, apparently, like he's Garrett is apparently
All
a
I'm
very
saying
low
is,
status even
At
before
this
he became a
rate, we'll never be
squire.
more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low.
I don't know much about the
For all
lore
I
behind
know, we
farming,
could be
but apparently
squires
no one
for life.
respects that particular type of
All
life.
the wine around the fucking wedding.
Not me.
What?
Tomorrow I ride with Roderick and Lord Forrester.
That's right, bitch. I'm leaving
Garrett
you
the
behind.
Fucking great. Unbelievable. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd be getting promoted too.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it.
He's got Lord Forrester's ear, doesn't he?
Neotism
Sure didn't hurt.
for the win. Oh well, I mean, come on. To be honest, this is the Middle Ages. A little
right
bit of
over there.
nepotism doesn't hurt. Well, to be honest,
Take your time.
yeah, no, I'd.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Knights
Fucking phrase.
are meant to rescue virgins.
Nice night for a wedding.
That's why pretty much every fairy tale is about knights saving some princess from a castle. Oh
After
no,
he
something's
finds it with her
wrong.
husband,
Something is
he's
wrong. I don't recognize these men in this camp. What? Oh God.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. You guys are not dressed in the proper uniform. Something's going down. And yeah, that's the castle where the Red Wedding is taking
What's
place.
to you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine. They can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
Oh, okay, so that's why farmers get no
What's
respect.
wrong with him?
Okay.
Something the matter?
Yeah, you are not
go.
trustworthy.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Oh, we're being surrounded. You can't even see them.
But what about? What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush?
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
There's no time to explain. We need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Oh God. Yeah, no, it's happening. The Red Wedding is happening. Our men are being slaughtered like animals.
We need to get back to camp.
Woo! Yes, quick time events. Yeah, his name's Bowen. It's not like David Bowie at all. It's just Bowen. Woo! There's Roderick, man the hour.
Garrett, we have to get back.
Nice, dude.
King.
Come on. Go R2, then drive up L. Yo! Off me. Woo! Okay.
Ready, boys.
Wow, they're just straight up doing this. That's horrible.
Shoot that one.
You can't kill me.
What?
Get out the way. Oh, no, wait. I should have gone with Star Cycle Smash. I mean, you might as well type something. More conversation's better.
Look out!
Woo! Runaway train! Oh! Yeah! Duck and roll, duck and roll, duck and roll. Oh, God. Yeah, no. This is like, there's a classic Telltale prompt. Okay. I lost my shield. Out the way. I can't win. Woo! Oh. Woo! This will kill him. Goodbye. Joy death. Whew. Yeah, things are going to hell. Hey, we found Roderick again. Oh no! We distracted Roderick! No!
Fucking riddance.
No, we distracted Roderick. We're the whole reason he got stabbed in the leg. Hey, Bowen's doing the work.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon.
That's a really cool story. It's like the opposite of the arrow to the knee stuff. He's not called Lord Forrester for nothing. Ah, and there's the other sheep.
You fucking traitor!
Yeah, no, the Red Rain was gone for the phrase.
Time.
Seven hells.
Arrows have to hurt, though.
We have to keep moving, my
You're
lord.
the only thing that matters.
They'll hunt us down like dogs. Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time.
He
to
probably
waste.
didn't have time to bleed.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
This is an ancestral weapon. It is utterly
You
important.
have to go.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count
Hey,
on you.
you can only serve in Rest of Milvid, right?
Tell your uncle. Tell him.
Right.
The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him.
Sir.
Do you understand? You
Yes,
must
do.
swear. Tell
Let's go.
only your Uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
All right, no
Swear
problem.
that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Oh,
Kill those fucking foresters. With love,
oh. Oh, he made it hurt with that declaration. Jesus Christ. I have to admit, this opening intro is pretty sweet. That was loud. Wow, you know, that is. See, after hearing stories like that, I can actually believe someone could survive being shot in the cheek without feeling too much pain. At least not. Oh, hey, we can run by holding the 2 button. Is this Life is Strange?
Blood. Fresh.
That can't be good. Yo, we're running. Oh no. It's too bad the pig is dead. If this was a fresh kill, it would make for a good meal. Oh. Something's going on. A leftover cart and a smoke.
That's Father's car.
Oh, Garrett's walking home. That's so sad.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon. Move along, boy. There's nothing
Oh
for you
no,
here.
this guy.
Father.
I said move on.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, no. It's very likely that my dad's already dead, so
Is that
the only
so?
thing left is vengeance.
You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
Woo! I was see the prompt there. Which is actually pretty annoying when you think about it. Don't worry, Dad. I'll kill them.
Sword, boy.
Aye. You'll have it.
Yeah, no, that's badass right there. Let's do this. Woo! Okay. It's too big for you to wield it like that, Garrett.
Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Okay, I can use that, or I can use a hatchet.
You're a pig farmer.
I'm a pig farmer who knows how to use his instruments, bastard. Choke on that. Oh, it's your turn, huh? Yeah! I like that. Woo! Oh no! Stab! Oh. Woo! Yo!
Mercy. Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me.
I have a family! You killed my family, you son of a bitch!
Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Yeah, you better run before I get over to you. It's amazing how much this plot could have been resolved if Garrett had been just a little bit faster there. This wouldn't have turned out badly for anyone.
Garrett, you survived.
Yeah, I recognize the shape. It's definitely a claymore. So
Your
Lord
sister.
Forrester was basically the shit.
She hid.
No, he was the fucking strong.
I tried to stop them.
I also like his...
I'll kill the men who did this. It's Garrett!
Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring
Uncle,
the
no.
maester. Meet us in
I'm
the Great
so
Hall.
glad
Quickly.
seeing a familiar face. So, our young unsung hero has basically...
2 Whitehill soldiers?
Yeah.
And a Bolton.
The Boltons, I'm vaguely
They killed
aware
my
of.
family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
Oh, they killed
This
your
never would have
sister
happened with the
and your
Starks in
dad.
power.
That's meant.
It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your
Hey,
justice
don't worry
was
about it, Squire.
swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything.
Thank you for your response.
These
Thank you.
maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Now, I heard that back in the medieval times, they actually did use maggots when they wanted to fix up wounds, which I think is a really cool detail. Oh! Yeah, no. That's gore. Jeez.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you?
I want to...
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Yeah, I remember reading about that detail about
Odd,
maggots.
though, that he chose to save you.
I think it was from a
Why,
different
another
Let's Play
son
that I
Roderick?
watched after I finished this one.
Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft. I imagine I'd be pretty good with a sword.
Sure.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
So, yeah, you know what? Sure.
He said, the North Grove could never be lost.
Reveal the
The
secret.
North Grove. Interesting. Perhaps it's more than just a myth. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
I mean, I know he swore he was a secret, but we're in the family. He can know.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
So I like this part because you're literally not allowed to progress the plot until you've actually gotten around to walking around like he said to do. So yeah, the way Right of Successes work in Game of Thrones is that it's always the son that takes over as the lord of the house, never the
Ironwood
wife.
Grove.
But don't you think that's a little too early to tell? Alright. Like, my first playthrough of the game, I didn't know you could accelerate your walking speed by holding R2. That's super cool. And now the tapestry.
Roderick. He was our best warrior by far. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him.
Gregor the Good.
Alright.
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Yeah. You're basically nothing in terms of royalty
Lady
back
Forrester.
then.
She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Talia and Ethan.
The twins.
I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Yeah, no, the way this works is... Forrester... Yeah, the way this works is...
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, because... Look more about Forresters on the main codex page.
You seem to be favouring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Okay, so the way this works, I'm aware, is that firstborn son is always the heir. After that, it goes by right of succession in accordance to how many more sons you have. In cases of exile like Asher, who's the second-born son, then it's the third-born son, like Ethan, who become the next lord of the house. So the codex... Yeah, here we go. Gregor Forrester, Lord of Irath. Lord Forrester is lord of a strong northern house and a baronment of House Stark. As a youth, he famously arm-wrestled Galbert Glover for the privilege of becoming the man's squire. Glover later joked that he'd gladly lose the match all over again. Gregor married Alyssa Branford, a daughter of Southron Targaryen loyalists, before Robert Baratheon seized the Iron Throne. Gregor ascended to the lordship after his father died at the Trident, and has led House Forrester during the 16 years since. Lady Alyssa Forrester. Alyssa Forrester was born to House Branfield, a minor southern house that was destroyed when the Targaryen dynasty fell. She had been married to Gregor for many years, when Robert's rebellion signaled her family's demise. Yet, she nonetheless felt conflicted between her father's loyalties and her husband's. In time, Alyssa came to feel that Ironrath was her true home, and she embraced her role as the Forrester matriarch. She has silently sworn that she'll never see her family destroyed again. Roderick, firstborn son. Lord Forrester's eldest son, Roderick, was trained from an early age to shoulder the burdens of leadership. In truth, he was built for the role, strong, charismatic, and formidable on the battlefield. When Robb Stark called his banners to war, Lord Forrester asked Roderick to stay behind to protect Ironrath, but Roderick would have none of it. Instead, he rode off his father's side and led the Forrester cavalry with such valor that his name came to be feared among the ranks of Lannister soldiers. So yeah, this guy was basically the ace. He had it all. Good looks too. At least I think he's good looking. And here's Asher. Look at his bass. Asher has always been a rebellious youth, brawling in taverns, sleeping with whores, and finding ways to raise his father's ire. But his life took a dark turn when, at age 17, he fell in love with Gwyn Whitetail, the eldest daughter of father's bitter rival. Bloodshed ensued, and Lord Forrester faced a grim choice: go to war or exile Asher across the narrow sea. He chose the latter. Asher remains in Essos to this day, living as a sellsword, trying not to think about the life she left behind. Hey, let's hear about that dark magic, Madar. Why not? So yeah. Technically, Asher would be a Snow. Basically, one of those royal children that lost the right to their family name for some reason or another. He just isn't called Snow because it's obvious. In fact, to be completely blunt, I am vaguely aware of the fact that the Forresters are basically complete copies, in terms of morality, of the Stark family from the main franchise. The Forresters in general were a very minor house in the Game of Thrones franchise proper, to the point where I think they were only mentioned in one sentence in one of the volumes of the original literature book ever. And because of that, Telltale was able to take this minor house and basically turn them into the protagonists that the story could be crafted around. Because it was either that or tried to tell an original story with the Stark family. But instead of doing that, they decided to cash in on the popularity of the Game of Thrones TV show and stick within the realms of canon. Now, there's good and ill about that. Mostly, we'll get to what I mean about good and ill as we play this season. So continuing with where we left, Mira Forrester, the first daughter, Lady Forrester, wanting her eldest daughter to learn the ways of Southern court, arranged for Mira to serve as a handmaiden to Margaery Tyrell. To Mira's great surprise, she enjoyed attending on Margaery at Highgarden and followed her to King's Landing with enthusiasm. Life in the capital had not been easy for Mira, as her straightforward northern ways are often at odds with the subtleties of court life, but she also has more guile than she realizes. So right this moment it's basically telling you what Mira's playstyle will be like, actually. What playing as her will be at King's Landing. It's where the heart of Game of Thrones really is literally the games around the throne. All the courtroom politics and drama and mystery and intrigue and all that stuff. Well, at least the superbly high... Like, it's super drama. And we'll see that when we get around to it. No, it's just dark. Yeah, she'd agree. No! Oh, okay, never mind. Third-born son, Ethan Forster. Whereas his elder brothers were natural warriors, Ethan always found himself drawn to pursuits of the mind, particularly music and books. He also bore a great love for the towering trees of Ironrath, a love he still shares with his twin sister, Talia. Ethan was just a boy when House Forster joined the war at the Five Kings, but by war's end he had been thrust into the role he was prepared for. On cool autumn evenings, Ethan can still be heard playing his lute in the Ironwood Grove. So Muna can use power within. Hilarious. Talia Forster. During her fourth pregnancy, Lady Forrester dreamed she would birth a daughter with a voice like the summer rain, but as fate would have it, she gave birth to a boy. The infant Ethan wailed for hours until Lady Forrester entered a second labor, this time birthing a girl. She named the girl Talia after her own mother, and from then on Ethan hardly ever cried. Her dream came true, though there is no sound at Ironrath more loving than that of Talia singing as her brother plays the lute. You can actually tell they're twins, too. Ryan Forrester, fourthborn. The last of the Forrester children, Ryan grew up idolizing his elder siblings and spent many an hour chasing Ethan and Talia through the grove. His youth been pleasant and shielded from responsibility, but recently Ryan's innocence has begun to fade. When the power within, a pyromancy from Dark Souls 1. You wouldn't have any familiarity with it because I'm making a joke. When the war began, Ryan was too young to misunderstand why Roger and his father were leaving home, but the grim realities of a house at war has been impossible to avoid, and Ryan now asks questions for which his siblings have no easy answers. Ah, yes, youthful innocence coming to an end. Garrett Tuttle. And yeah, even Garrett gets one. Great. Garrett was raised on stories of heroism about the likes of Arthur Dane and Cimarron Star Eyes. Through the son of a pig farmer... Well, he's a pig farmer. What the... Nothing. It's a bad show. So, what do you got? I like Mordred. Okay, fuck off. With the help of his fucking uncle Duncan, who has risen from the lowborn origins to become Castellan of Ironrath, Garrett found work in Lord Forrester's stables, rising through the ranks to eventually become his squire. Garrett has served Lord Forrester throughout the long months in King's Rob's army, as anything war in his own right. Duncan Tuttle. Jeez. Okay. Well, okay. We'll read more of the codex later, because I've already spent enough time on that. And to be honest, one thing about the codex is that it doesn't update at all. So, let's see. Medical supplies. We're going to take the bandages. I think it's practical. Though, when I think of dark magic, think of stuff like curses or whatever. Healing herbs. We're going to take those as well. Who knows we'll need this stuff. Yeah, that's a good point, Garrett.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Alright, that's everything. So, we're done. So, let's do that. Show him the sword.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters. No,
it's an awesome
you see
sword.
There? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
So, okay. Now we can just talk to the old man and get around to this. I do like
your leg feel
reading.
weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
I know who the new lord is. But, yeah, let's get some lore here for the sake
Why
of
do the
the viewers
Whitehills
at home.
hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The
right.
Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
If you want to look at our pictures, just get a goddamn account. Alright.
Can I go now?
Armor made of pure
I believe
darkness.
your leg will be fine.
That's
Anytime will
metal.
tell, but
That's very metal.
Lady Forrester.
The matriarch.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
I like Garrett's little friendship with Talia here.
Sorry.
Me too.
I like you, Talia.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
I like you. And your brother. You and your brother are... So are you,
Garrett
sir.
was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end.
And honor.
All was
But it's a
lost.
bad show.
I'm sure Lady Forrester
no.
would like to
I wouldn't
know
worry about it too much.
whatever you can recall.
You saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
I'm gonna sugarcoat this.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
That's a little
This has been so
overpowered.
incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
Like, having a
I know it may
mage
be
defeat an
difficult to
entire
remember,
army
but if I may ask,
is
was there anything he
not
said?
something I think works
Any
out for your
last
story
words
too.
before he passed, if you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
Sure.
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said, the North Grove must never be lost.
I see. You have the Forester's sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you.
I just go to the main menu. Let me see if I can restart that scene. Or maybe autosave when I walked in on Talia. Okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. So what I'm gonna do...
soldiers?
And a Bolton.
So yeah, this is gonna be a little unusual, but...
They killed my family. And for what?
They
My
killed your
sister,
family.
She was only 8 years old.
It's disturbing to talk about things like killing
never
people's
would have happened to
families
Starks in power.
when you're trying to have a good time.
Unimaginable. Unacceptable. You
Huh?
have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you? These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually take back what I did about spoiling the North Grove secret.
Right.
Since the story I want to have play out for this one, disappointing as it will still turn out to be, is going to require that I keep that an actual secret.
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will
Yeah,
be
that's the
any
truth of the
moment.
matter. It wasn't
I'd
that.
like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Okay. So we're not going to do all that, codex stuff again. Just going to do a lap around the building.
This might help.
Alright.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
Something males.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
But yeah, alright, here we go.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Okay, sorry if this is a little boring to you, Madar, but I really wanted to take back the North Grove stuff.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end.
Oh no, Lord Forrester was incredible.
I'm sure Lady
Dude was
Forrester
being
would
stabbed to
like
death.
Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Robb Stark named him to lead the van for the march on Casterly Rock.
A fitting tribute, no doubt. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the Forester's sword.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
The Forrester sword has been in this... That's actually a 500-year-old sword, by the way.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
His dick. His dick.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
Ramsay Snow is coming here.
Aye. He'll arrive within a week. Those men will say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton.
Also, you are obsessed. You're not... You are...
Use our heads
That's a million.
while they're still
I'm not an
attached
idiot.
to our
I'm not an
shoulders.
idiot. I'm not an
Garrett has
idiot.
lost as much as anyone else within these
God.
days. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
They deserve to die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have a...
I mean, yeah, he is too young, but the
now,
setting...
This.
In this type of setting, that doesn't matter.
Protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
I'm gonna keep silent
it's
here
just
because
the
I don't
excuse
have
Ramsay
to.
Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall.
Yes.
Done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution, especially now.
The only way I can do this.
I'll do what's best for the house.
Yeah, we have to play this smart for now. Trust your
I
uncle.
know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
So basically, Duncan represents being cautious and smart, while this other guy, Sir Jory, he represents being brave
We
and...
have plenty of food, but we haven't
Hey,
much time.
brave and fighting.
The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Hey, your loyalty.
Were it up to me, I'd
Oh, I'm so
gladly drive
limping.
a sword
Fuck.
through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance.
Yeah, Whitehill is like...
God's willing, someday I will.
Oh, man, he's
Now,
such an easy to hate
House
character.
Forrester takes
Yeah, I
it
didn't like him
first.
after a while. Like, it gets a little
Lord
tiring to
Forrester
hate
would
characters
be
like that.
proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well
But
deserved,
that's...
Garrett.
But
You
that
worked
dream
hard
will never
and served
come
your lord
across.
with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
It's... Right.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Fulfilled your duty.
You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
I asked.
I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be...
So apparently this is a big enough deal that Lord Forrester has to sneak around his entire family and only tell one other person about it, or else. And that is the most amazing thing to me. Because when we find out what it is, I'm just kind of reeling.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
Oh, I forgot to answer. Okay.
Garrett, wait!
What? No, I don't. Yeah. Good luck, charm.
Be safe.
I wonder what Garrett's relationship with the other children was like now that I see this.
Ethan? Ethan!
Now we see the children playing hide and seek. I guess this is after Garrett left, though.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
Oh, she found him.
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game.
I love that Ryan is so innocent, though. Like,
I
look,
thought we'd never find you again.
I just played Captain Spirit,
and I promise.
So I'm really
going
big
anywhere.
on little kids acting like little kids right now.
And Asher.
I really like that.
And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He let me ride one of his pigs once. It was fun.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
No one does, dude. You've never had to step up before.
I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
Man, you...
A lord should know how to fight.
Either.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I need to be real with you.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But...
Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest, being a king will affect you. How you see the world, how you see other people. And the responsibility that heavy is going to affect you. It doesn't matter how much you say it won't.
It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
So, honestly, I think Ethan made the right choice there by saying he'll have to change regardless.
And certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
Oh!
It's okay.
I missed that.
You should go. It's what must be done.
See, I'm surfing the internet while I'm playing this game because it's a Telltale game. Should have said something. But oh well.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Silence won't work this time. You are the lord of this house.
Let's not do something rash.
Fuck yeah.
Things are bad enough as it is.
I'll throw him out the gate myself if you let me.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5
I'm not
times
tired.
as many men,
I was just sighing a little bit at
All
something
the
else
more
entirely.
reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
And here's Whitehill. Look at this fat sack of crap. Jesus.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
So yeah,
I've been waiting for this
he's
day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily
he's a
fooled.
character.
You're trying to rile me, but it won't
No,
work.
he did. Hold on.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head.
Oh, well.
And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Foresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
I'm gonna snark back at you, you piece of crap.
That's how you talk to a lord?
You don't deserve my respect.
Shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Oh yeah, ironwood. Basically it's the MacGuffin of this game. Everyone wants it because of how amazing it is.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Peace, as his lordship here said.
I should have. This is exactly what I meant when I said that.
Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men, and a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire?
I would.
Lord
Yeah,
Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are
No, she's right.
Lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my man?
Fucking stupid.
I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Bow the fuck down to the matriarch.
Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do your worst, you bastard.
Shit. Well, that was lovely. You know, I actually legitimately disliked him at first,
enemies
but
will interpret your silence as a sign of weakness.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Ah, so we're finally gonna go to King's Landing, which is basically where everyone goes.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Hey. Alright. So now we're playing as the eldest daughter.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, And I look forward to the day you can.
So here's what I'm gonna... So, the thing about Mira, I heard that her character design was based on one of the extras that was seen in the Game of Thrones TV show. So, in a way, she's technically canon.
Ethan made this for me. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Alright, nothing interesting in here, actually. So this is where Mira sleeps.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Shit, Mira. I don't want to go home. It's not... I'm not upset. I'm not homesick. I'm sorry. Really? I'm... Shit. Alright. Yeah, letter from Mom. Sure, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Well, let's get out of here. Guess we'll read this then.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
No, she is not your moment of she's not your property. Your daughter is... Yeah, what the... They scare me. I just acted. Anyway.
One moment.
No, nothing. I just...
Oh,
no.
Sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
That's Yuri Lowenthal, by the way. Sure, come in.
No, it's fine. Come in.
No point in turning away a smiling face.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, better from home, is it?
There's no...
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
God, a coal boy. He's a coal boy.
You work for Lady Marjorie?
And I feel so bad about the sick and the strain. And well... But yeah,
it seems like you do.
Nah, you can't do that.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
So yeah, this is exposition meant to inform the player of her status.
Outside the royal sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Which is why its entire part is kind of weird when you think about it. Like, sure, let me just awkwardly exposit to you.
I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
Might as well take advantage of the fact that we're gleaning information.
About the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a coal boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies.
Okay, that's whatever.
You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
So hey, this is another one of those.
Arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
That's actually Natalie Dormer's real face. What the
I feel your pain
what Telltale did
What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time
Also,
I can least afford.
Why me?
Cersei herself called me this morning outside the royal cell.
Virals.tv? Hi?
She mentioned the Northern
Nice
girl in
to
my
see you.
service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her.
Well, yeah, it's a politics show.
Important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to place the part to the hilt. I need to figure out,
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
I hope I get this part
See if
right.
The Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
But why is the servant there? I love her. I love this
fine.
character.
I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Yeah, no one. No. Yeah, her dick. I like that girl's face though. It feels weirdly modern to me. So we're gonna meet some more show characters now. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the point of King's Landing is to have as many show characters as possible in one place for the players to interact with.
You can do this.
Yeah, I know I can. So we're gonna talk to Cersei Lannister and Tywin Lannister. I know the dwarf is the master of the coin, and Cersei is like one of the more unlikable characters.
Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Yeah.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Yeah! That's what I was going for.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
So this is actually Letterheady.
Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save.
Didn't you already say you played this game?
To see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the
stupid.
The Seven Kingdoms.
There you go. Got that.
Can we fault her for her
slutty.
mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between
I thought you
the king
didn't
and
watch the
very
TV
person who
show.
you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Oh, no time in this one. Okay.
You must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Yeah, no, Cersei,
I'm
you
not
kind of
quite
make
sure
yourself
what to
like
make
an
of her.
idiot.
Not surprising, I suppose,
Right now.
for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Like, the thing about
Of
Cersei here
course,
is
Your
that
Grace.
she's throwing empty threat after empty threat against you. Nothing she says really matters. Or the rest says is powerful. That's your dad,
I'll
man.
walk you
You're...
This may come as a
you're-
surprise, but I
you've
met your
never had a
father
chance.
once, at the tourney at Lannisport.
People like
Even
that
then, he
very
didn't trust
rarely...
Roose Bolton.
I wouldn't judge.
We only
It's
spoke
impossible to know,
briefly,
really.
but your father
Like-
struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance.
Mother of...
And it would infuriate Cersei.
Yeah.
Although what would
Someone
be amusing
got
for
him.
me might
He
prove
kept
rather dangerous for you
like
and
I
your
care.
house.
And it's, oh,
Are you
sorry.
willing to risk that?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
So this is actually
Now,
presented
if
as a
you'll
weird
excuse me,
major
I
choice, but
promised
whatever.
Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
We are talking about Ironwood. I was talking about Ironwood.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
Oh.
Sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
Oh, man, I want to answer.
Lady Marjorie.
I want to answer. Okay.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went well.
There we go.
Really? That's relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire
Yeah, it's actually a
day
pretty
working
funny
on
option, this
seating
pick,
arrangements
but
for the
yeah.
wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah, what?
It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun.
The rest of that is just dumb.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make
Is
the
this
right
sweet?
introductions.
Don't. Did you just
Who
pee in my
knows?
locker?
We might
Get the hell
meet our
out.
future husbands. Although marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Let's hear it, Madar.
Should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
I like foot.
Sir Bronn and...
Porn?
What are you doing?
Porn? What? The ruse. If you really don't want...
Well? Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
No.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave,
yeah, there we go.
but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
I'm not going to try to ask her for help.
My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you. For my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Of course, my lady. You're right. Better to wait.
That's a smart play.
Seven hells.
Oh no. What's going on? Oh crap, that's not good. Someone's in pain. Go, Garrett. Maybe you can help him out. Oh.
Let's play a little game.
And there he is.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
That is Ramsay Bolton.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
So the thing about Ramsay Bolton is that I'm aware... Well, Ramsay Snow.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
Your sister?
He does now.
Alright, so we don't know that. You right? Yeah.
How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Oh no, he heard us.
There.
Oh no, we need to get out of there.
Hear that? I know I heard something.
Not that that really would have gotten Garrett killed, I think. It's one of those binary choices that doesn't affect it too much. Shit.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
This is how I stopped him. The previous Dark Elf King abused his dark magic power to him when his father stopped him. Because of that, Muna despised everyone who abused any kind of power. She thinks anyone who uses punished. Okay, that's a backstory. That's character motivation. That's a personality rolled into one. That's good.
He was fair and wise and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
you craven son of a...
I absolutely refuse.
Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Maester.
You spoke of judgment, Sir Royland. What judgment is that?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee.
Oh,
it's
man.
Not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forrester. Now there's only chaos.
You'll address him as Lord.
Okay, so...
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
So this is actually a pretty big choice I like a lot.
You'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't want to take his fingers. I know that for a fact, so... I can fix this.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
And I am the Lord. I choose to show mercy. Mercy shows greater strength.
Strength shows strength, my lord.
Fuck yeah.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
You can weigh on any lord.
I did what I had to do, and it didn't bother me.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
It's not fair. That's not fair. I hear you.
Someone you can rely on,
That's not fair.
no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here. The Bracer of the Sentinel. The Badge of Office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see. Take it. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Okay. Alright, so... I went to use the bathroom.
Do it like you mean it.
Let's just go back to talk to Tagrin, because... I'm ready to make my choice.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yeah.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't necessarily understand why a sentinel is actually important at all. You're just listening to a trusted advisor. You don't need to give them a special position in the house to do that. You're just listening to people you trust. And everyone has to have an opinion, otherwise there's no point in you being a king. Listen to your advisors. A king has advisors, not just one. It feels like one of the more arbitrary, we need to make this a choice, so let's make a choice here type of things Telltale's done with their stories.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
She is cool. Sure.
There was one man who stood above all others. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but
now many people So yeah, it's just kind of, yeah.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
What basis?
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to
First playthrough, I went with Duncan, so I'm doing this to be
He's not
new.
coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Thank you, Ethan. God. Yeah, this is why the Sentinel choice is really weak to me.
Is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please.
Shoot. Talk to my son.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
The rest says it's gross, dude.
It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain
I
with.
think the logic I saw in our Let's Play is that in this type of setting, it's best to respond with force regardless, because it's a zero-sum game.
My sentinel is skilled in the ways of war. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan
I don't actually know.
And you will respect
it
his
won't
decision.
change the plot twist in episode 4, but...
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
I don't think it... See, actually, if nothing about the Sentinel choice matters that much,
let's
except
decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We'll get to that when we get to
Meet
that.
him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow.
I know.
Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Lord Ethan?
He's not getting inside the house. He's going to get inside the house, but this is what I'm going to do.
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
That's enough from you, Tuttle. Lord Ethan has spoken. Obey his command.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
I'd hoped for better from you, my lord.
And yeah, the Sentinel, whoever's not the Sentinel will always get pissy and leave if you don't do things the way they want.
Apologies, my son. I had expected
It's not
better of him.
interesting, to be honest.
But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house. There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has
Yeah,
the will
I
to
recognize
fight,
the actor from that
hunger
show.
for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I agree. We need reinforcements right
Do
now.
you remember the miller's boy? How he
You
tormented
need to relax. If we could do that.
I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it,
Nah,
he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use. You're a thinker, Ethan. You contemplate, and a lord needs that. But a lord
I deliberately
also
chose
needs
not to
swords.
answer because I didn't like any of the choices I was given. I want Asher back. Bring back Asher.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Oh, what does this matter? Send
Fine.
him.
Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Milady.
You?
Yeah.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
Sounds gross.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw.
The Humans TV show sucks,
about
by
Lady
the way.
Marjorie and Queen Cersei.
Like, pretty much the worst thing the MCU's ever put
I
out.
just want you to know,
like, it's
I
awful.
can help you if you'd like. And your family.
It's like,
if you're willing to trust me.
The worst
I know all
part
sorts of things.
is that
Things
for
that could be
years...
useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Is Muna the protagonist of your novel? Because I'm trying to wonder if this is like a side character motivation or whatever.
Duncan. Now fuck him if he's angry. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own.
I know you thought
Men are
Mira
ready
could
to
help
act if
us.
needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Bolton men approaching, my lord.
Okay. Something, rape. Ah! Jesus Christ, yeah. You know, dressing him in all black. I don't know if the show chose that or whatever.
Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
Why the hurry? Are you cold?
I'm gonna enjoy this
You
as
know,
much as
I am a
possible.
bit. Fortunately, there's no shortage of wood to burn around here.
I don't care about it.
Thank you.
I want to say but then I realize that is an offensive term on what you do. I don't care about what you're saying, Madar. It's not a big deal. Whatever. I'm not gonna question you on it.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
So we're going to the throne room anyway? Yeah, we're going to the throne room anyway. Yeah. Calm. Oh. Wow, oh my god. It's so weird. It's yeah, we're in the throne room anyway. That's... Well, so much for that choice.
Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Leave them be, Lord Ramsay.
Ah, worried about your family. As you should.
I'm the Lord. I'll have you speak only with me.
First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, the Warden of the North.
To prove you're
Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
Alright, fine.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing.
Being forced to
I
take the
don't
knee.
care about your loyalty.
I'm
The
not
Crown,
powerful.
however, wants what you've got.
Yeah.
Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You
Why
wouldn't
are
want to
you-
make him a liar, would you?
Nope.
That wouldn't reflect well on me.
Fuck yeah.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester.
I'm playing a type of character.
They
That's why I had
murdered
a
our
kneel.
men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We
yeah.
are talking about trees.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen.
Don't give up on everything
you
you
want
are.
Ironwood for the next 5 years?
You are
Or the next 50 generations?
People.
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares.
Yeah.
But my lord...
Half
Still,
of something
it sucks.
better than the nothing you had
It's
before.
not once in a lifetime, though.
To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
So, as you can see, Ramsay Snow only cares about fulfilling his own desires. At least that's the gist I'm getting from his character. All I know from the show is that he basically wins all of his conflicts and doesn't get punished by anyone because he's just because he's just that good, apparently.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins.
You're in...
Like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
Just, yeah, the rest of it.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Damn. Yeah, sorry,
You like her?
Sentinel dude. You can't do anything
Let
here.
her go.
She's quite pretty. Your sister.
Yeah, hands off, buddy.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
And there it is.
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan!
My lord!
Oh, no!
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this. However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
So when I first played this, I was really shocked
Take the boy as your ward. Kill
that
him.
my main character got gutted in the first episode.
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him.
Which made basically everything I did with him not matter.
Mother! Stop! Don't let him take me!
You will not take
Stop,
him!
help me! Ryan, please! No! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan?
My son.
Yeah, so basically everything you did with Ethan didn't really matter. Well, no, actually, I'm sorry about that. Who you picked as the Sentinel matters, but that's because of something that won't really become relevant until later on in the show.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us.
Hey, I'm not gonna
those
ask.
Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties.
Jon Snow!
Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
So, okay. That's actually a really strong start to the season. And it's part of why I was actually pretty instantly gripped into this game, even though I knew next to nothing about the franchise. So, here we go. 5 major choices that are spread across the multiple player characters you decide to have. So, 65.8% of people stayed with Bowen when you played as Garrett. 37.6% swore loyalty to Margaret. I mean, people more familiar with the show than me probably had a bigger reason to stay loyal to Margaret than I would. If I was more familiar, I would probably understand why I would swear loyalty to the king instead. Near even split on freeing Eric. This is like... Okay, so these 3 choices are all Ethan's, because these are the only choices he will ever make in the game. Most people... I understand why most people pick Duncan. I understand why most people pick Duncan. I picked Duncan my first playthrough, and I would prefer having him as a Sentinel. We're doing a different type of story with him. And near 50% split on reading Ramsay at the gate. Okay. No, thank you. So, evolving title screen. Just like from Telltale Season 2. Now we have a new branch, well, a new playable character here. Now, we'll get into what his deal is. Oh, not only are the environments different, but depending on where you stopped at the end of a previous episode is where your player character will currently be located in during their part of the story. So that's a pretty neat way to keep track of your progress if you ever felt you got lost. And you can see Garrett has sported some interesting new duds. We'll figure out what that is next time on Let's Play Telltale Game of Thrones. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh.